Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kenosha and I have been uploading pregnancy update videos for the last several months. This is baby number 4. My husband and I have 2 girls and a boy right now, and we do not know the sex of our last baby. So it's been a while since I've updated, so I think the last update that I did ended on week 29, and I am currently 39 weeks and 3 days pregnant. So, oh my gosh, there are many weeks that I have to update on, which I'm going to kind of go through that quickly because I just don't want to spend a whole lot of time on my symptoms, because I just feel like once you get to the 3rd trimester, it's all pretty much just the same thing. You just get heavier and more uncomfortable as you get closer to having your baby. So weeks 30 through 35, well, weeks 30 through 36 really, I had a lot more frequent heartburn. I was still working out pretty regularly, so I was working out 4 days a week for that month, or actually it was more than a month, for like those almost 2 months. I was working out 4 days a week. My acne has improved since this 3rd trimester has started. I still have a ton of dark spots, just because that's just how my skin kind of works, and eventually those will fade away. But I haven't had a whole lot of outbreaks, so I'm gonna give that credit to my new skincare regimen, I guess. But so that's been really good. I mean, I do have a pimple currently on my forehead, but we're working on that. What else? I had a prenatal appointment at 32 weeks. Baby's heart rate was 140. Baby was head down and on the right side, and I've had 2 more midwife appointments, and the baby is still head down with its butt and back facing my right side. So I guess that's just how the baby likes to sit in my body. Insomnia has been happening a lot. So during weeks 30 through 36, it was just happening kind of occasionally, but so like weeks 37 through today, basically, my new wake up time is around 2:30 or 3 in the morning, and I'm pretty much awake from that time until right before my husband's alarm goes off for him to wake up at 5 a.m. So, and then I feel like I finally drift off like right before that, and then my alarm goes off at like 5:50 to wake up to get the kids ready for the day. Well, to get myself and then to get the kids ready. So it's been pretty brutal, and I think a lot of my insomnia is due to stress, and especially just during these last couple of weeks where I've been really praying and hoping that baby would be born soon, and every single night I wake up and it's like I've had no contractions, I've had no overwhelming amount of Braxton Hicks practice contractions or anything like that, and it's just like disappointing. So every time I wake up to go pee in the middle of the night, I just kind of am up for the next couple of hours wallowing in my self-pity of still being pregnant. What else? So at 31 weeks and 6 days, I got my flu shot and my Tdap shot. So now that I am 39 weeks pregnant, baby has definitely had enough time to receive the benefit of those shots, so that's great. I've had some bouts here and there of constipation, which is pretty par for the course for your 3rd trimester of pregnancy. And now that I'm getting to the point where literally any second of any day I could go into labor, I'm just like very aware and just like wanting to make sure that I clear my body, clear my bowels, because I don't want to have a pooping while in labor, while pushing my baby out situation, because that happened to me when I was giving birth to my 2nd child. And it's just, something I would rather not repeat. It's not like something horrible that, I die thinking of inside, but it's just something that I don't want to repeat. So, and then also I've been having bleeding gums. So that was more during weeks 30 through 36. But I still am getting bloody noses. So I just had a bloody nose yesterday, and that's new for me this pregnancy period. Like in previous pregnancies, I didn't really have bloody noses, and now I'm getting them pretty, I wouldn't say regularly, but I've gotten them throughout this pregnancy. So that's just different and new. So something that happened around weeks 32 through 35 of this pregnancy, I did have a major bout of anxiety and fear, because that was around the time that my son was born. He was born at 33 weeks and 3 days. So I had a lot of anxiety during this pregnancy around that time. And my midwife told me that I probably would, just because, I obviously did not want to repeat having a premature baby again. So I was really like worried and stressed at that time. But good news, guys, I'm 39 and a half weeks pregnant, and I'm still carrying this child. So I'm happy to say that I've made it through that anxious period where, just like being fearful of having a NICU stay or a premature baby. And now that I am officially full term, and baby can come safely at any time, it's like, my chances of having a baby who would need any type of hospital stay is very low at this point, so I'm just really happy about that. So yeah, so those have been my main symptoms pretty much since I hit the 3rd trimester. And yeah, one thing I do want to say that I did not talk about but I am going to talk about it right now, is my SPD pain. So that has been slowly creeping up since I hit the 3rd trimester. I, was getting it every once in a while, like during those early 30 weeks of pregnancy. And now that I'm 39 weeks, I am in near constant pain pretty much all day, especially when I'm up walking around. I mean, there are times where the pain in my pelvis just stops me dead in my tracks, and I literally cannot take another step without like kind of, prepping my body to like make that next move because it's so painful. So that's just kind of what I've been living with for the last 2 or so weeks, is that really, really painful SPD pain. So not fun, but I'm getting through it, and I'm just like really hoping that baby will be born soon and that I can kind of heal, like my body can heal from that, because in my experience, usually like, a couple of weeks or months postpartum, that SPD pain will go away. So it's just kind of what happens to me when I am heavy with a baby, just all in that one spot sitting on my pelvis. And then something new that has been happening as well is I have gotten dark red-ish, purplish stretch marks on my belly. I have never been this pregnant before. I am, like I said, I'm 39 and a half weeks. My daughters were both born at 37 weeks and 6 days. And then my son was born at 33 weeks and 3 days. So at 39 weeks and 3 days pregnant, I am just like in brand new territory, and my belly is just kind of stretched to the max, I feel like, because it's just so like large, and like the stretch marks are just popping right now. And I'm not really one to like be self-conscious or hate my stretch marks or anything like that. I kind of welcome that, because it's just kind of like marks on my body that tell the story of my life, and I appreciate that, and I love that. But this is just something that's different and new, and I'm not necessarily digging it, but it's, once again, it's just part of my story. So, but that's really it that's been going on as far as symptoms. Baby is moving and grooving all the time. I don't really feel like baby has gotten any lower into my pelvis. And every single time I've had a midwife appointment, the baby has been on my right side, head down, but not engaged. Like his or her head has not been engaged. So that's just been going on. But yeah, I do want to show you my belly. I want to show you, and I'm actually going to show you like my naked belly this time, because I talked about my stretch marks. So I wanted you to kind of see like those marks that I'm talking about that just popped up in the last week, pretty much. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to share before I film the next video, because in my next video that I'm going to film right after this, I'm going to talk about the birth plans for bringing this baby into the world, which I'm so excited to share with you guys. But I think that's it. So I'm going to show you my belly, and I will talk to you. Well, this will actually probably be my last pregnancy update, because I really pray to God that this baby is born in the next couple of days and that I do not see 40 weeks pregnant, but we'll see. But yeah, this will probably be my last pregnancy update, because I just am losing steam over here. So I will talk to you guys again soon on other topics though. And you guys take care. Stay for a few seconds longer and I'll show you my belly. Thanks.